Hi, my name is Ivan Wang, and I'd like to talk about helping disabled people to get around the city. And this is my abstract. And China has a large number of people with disabilities. Those needs are not taken seriously. The lack of accessible accessibilities make it difficult for them to get around. And so therefore I will design a set of public transport facilities that take into account of the needs of the people with disabilities to improve the mobility experience for both general public and people with disabilities. And my aim is to reduce barriers to modify for people with disabilities, improve the mobility experience, encourage them to get around, and create a friendly community for them. And I choose Shanghai as a location which has a large number of users and stakeholders. I then conducted an online survey about the number of disabled people in Shanghai. And then I researched to find out how often they use the public transport. And I researched to find out the age group of the users. And these are personas. And I found these 3 case studies. The first one is a electric wheelchair. And the second one is the accessible design on a London bus. And the third one is eco processes. And this is my conceptual framework. And my design will be based on accessible design, inclusive design, universal design, and human-centered design. And this is my for analysis of the folk behavior model. And this is I analyze the cultural proton line framework. And here comes my design. It is for the first one is the design of a bus. When the wheelchair are used in the bus, a narrow corridor are taken up, and during the morning and evening rush hours, this can interfere with other passengers' rights and can easily lead to conflicts. So the aim of the design is to provide a comfortable traveling experience for all passengers. And there is an additional door at the back of the vehicle which holds upwards to open when a wheelchair user needs to get on the bus. For the testing, I first made a model out of cardboard and paper, and I also recorded the comments of those who come in to experience it. And through the feedback, I learned that in the future I will continue to design and test the door structure and the wrap opening methods to improve the efficiency of the door opening while reducing the safety risks. I will also do further design of the exterior of the car. And this is the second idea, and this idea is to design a light rail car and platform. And the right rail vehicle is divided into 2 levels, and the upper level of the vehicle has more chairs inside and is designed for passengers with less luggage, and the lower level of the vehicle is more spacious and is suitable for wheelchair access. It is suitable for passengers using wheelchairs, bicycles, and passengers with a lot of luggage. The interior can accommodate more passengers when there has more passengers. And this is the testing. After making the model of the cardboard, I demonstrate the vehicle to the test subject as it passed the platform and traveled on the track. And based on the feedback, I further considered the shape of the carriage and the platform in the future and addressed the issues of the platform gaps. and for the design of the interior and exterior of the light truck vehicle will be done. And the third idea is about again, it is difficult to get people interested in pure science, so I want to use the design of the game to call attention to people with disabilities. It has several maps where the users control a character driving a wheelchair around the obstacles on the map to reach the end, and random items appear on the map for each collected. When each item is collected, the government will invest $1 in a facility for people with disabilities. The two testers are asked to try out the game on the mode. So based on the feedback, I will later design the game in practice and refine all the features to incorporate the culture of Shanghai into this game, and develop alternative versions of the control such as voice control. And to conclude, my design reduces the barriers of disabled people to get around in Shanghai and draws attention to disabled people in general. In my future design, I will improve the public transport system. I also want to incorporate more cultural elements of Shanghai into the product. And this is my reference list. And that's all. Thank you very much.